3-0 victory over Manchester United at Old Trafford. Tottenham Hotspur pulled off a stunning 3-0 victory at Old Trafford today, leaving Manchester United reeling in front of their home crowd. Let's break down how Spurs dominated from start to finish in this Premier League showdown. The match kicked off with a bang. Tottenham struck early, taking the lead just 3 minutes into the game. Brennan Johnson, in top form, pounced on a mistake after Mickey van de Ven intercepted a loose pass in midfield. Johnson coolly slotted home to put Spurs 1-0 up before United could even settle into the game. Johnson's goal was Tottenham's earliest at Old Trafford in the Premier League since 2012. The early pressure was working perfectly for Ange Postecoglou's side. Manchester United tried to respond through Rashford and Garnacho, but their attacks lacked precision. Garnacho came closest when his volley clipped the outside of the post, but Guglielmo Vicario remained untested in the Tottenham goal. With United failing to create real chances, frustration began to build both on the pitch and in the stands. Things went from bad to worse for the Red Devils when their captain, Bruno Fernandes, was sent off in the 41st minute for a reckless challenge on James Maddison. The referee didn't hesitate and brandished the red card, leaving United down to 10 men just before half-time. United were left with a huge uphill battle, and Spurs knew they could take full control of the game with a man advantage. Right after the break, Spurs struck again. Dejan Kulusevski doubled their lead in the 48th minute, finishing off a brilliant team move that started with Brennan Johnson. The United defence was completely undone, and Spurs showed no signs of letting up. This was a textbook example of Tottenham's fast-paced transitions and clinical finishing. At 2-0, the game was firmly in their hands. Spurs put the final nail in the coffin in the 78th minute when Dominic Solanke scored the third and final goal. United were stretched defensively, and Solanke made no mistake with his finish, securing all 3 points for Tottenham. At this point, it was game over. Spurs had completely outplayed United on their own turf, keeping them pinned back and unable to respond. Tottenham's tactics were spot on throughout the match. They applied relentless high pressing, forcing United into errors, and constantly stretched the defence using the wide areas. After the red card, Spurs exploited their numerical advantage and controlled the game with precise passing and movement off the ball. United, meanwhile, struggled to cope with Tottenham's transitions and were unable to create clear chances. Spurs' defensive discipline, led by Mickey van de Ven and Christian Romero, kept United's attack quiet for most of the match. Tottenham's 3-0 victory puts them in a better position in the Premier League, while Manchester United are left searching for answers after a tough day at the office. Thank you for your time and attention. Please consider liking the video and